Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another review. Today we have Revelotech Deathstroke from Amazing Yamaguchi. This is an overdue review. I got him a couple weeks back. Been very dismotivated to post, but I'm back and I wanted to make sure that I was ready to review him so I can give you guys my best quality reviews. Of course, look at this beauty of a figure. I've been waiting for this figure for so long, and I'm super happy that he finally came in. He is one of my grails, and I've been waiting for forever to get this figure. So let's get him opened up. Oof, I think I just cut the box. Oof, I definitely cut the box on that one. Not being careful. Oh well. It's not like I'm planning on selling him, right? Oh man, he comes with so much. Let's take all of this off. My god, he's beautiful. Oh my god, he's beautiful. Bro, look at him. He's so shiny. He looks amazing. He's just begging to be used. Oh my goodness. Why does he look so poppy though? Like bro, look at this. What the hell happened here? Is that, oh my gosh, is that actually how this functions? Like, look, this piece just like sticks out. Like his chest is like split open in half. Here we have Deathstroke, and honestly, he's like, I don't know. His design is so weird. Like, okay, let's get a closer look at the figure before we start critiquing it. Here we have his head sculpt. Head sculpt looks great. Very menacing, very nice, very shiny. I love the blues, the way the blues pop out on this figure. I love this like padding on his arms. The knee pads are looking nice, even though this one's a little crooked, looking nice. Like this orange and blue, the silver, looking like fish scales on the back. I don't know what this is for. Maybe I dropped something. Got a peg hole here for the stand. Grenades on the belt. The belt is on a peg, so you can move it around. But that's your closer look at Deathstroke, right? Got these shoulder pads with different colors. So it looks like he's ready for war with the same Robin for the next 20 years. So let's get into articulation, right? It's your standard articulation. He hits, I'd say, above the T-pose because I don't want to force the shoulder pads. Shoulder pads are also on a joint. Or a peg, I should say. This is where it's getting tricky. Like, this whole head situation I'm not really liking. He has good head movement down, but then going up, like, I don't know what's going on here with this. Head movement going up is also pretty great, but it's like a mask, so he doesn't have a head. It's just like that's supposed to be his face, and this is just like a piece on top of it, so you have a huge gap here in the back. Like, I don't know who gave him a haircut and just left like half of his head just completely shaved off. But yeah, I'm not really liking this design. And also this piece here gets stuck a lot. So like I'm trying to move it down, then I gotta push it in to move it down. And then he looks like he has a hunchback. So yeah, definitely some weird design choices around here. I mean, they have similar design choices in their newer figures, but they're not as tedious to move around as this. Also, with this shoulder pad for some reason coming out to looking like this, I get it, you get extra range and whatnot, but then like I don't know if it's really supposed to do that. This side doesn't do that, you see? So I'm not sure what that is. I don't know who performed surgery on him, but not looking too good there. No bicep swivel either, but I'm sure you can swivel it at the top. This side is actually really tight. This one can, this one not so much, so be careful for snapping joints. Ab crunch almost non-existent, to be honest. Going back, not that much either. So yeah, I mean, it's okay, I guess, right? No side to side at all, so that's a bummer. Barely any movement swiveling side to, like, this left and right either. Does have a thigh swivel, kicks up to like basically 90 degrees, if not a little bit less. Is double jointed, pretty good range. It does have a toe hinge. Squeaky, wow. Legs kick out quite a bit. I mean, as much as you would need him to. I don't know. I mean, it looks like a fantastic figure. I'm sure it has some decent posability, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about him right now. He looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. He looks like a great figure. He's definitely been one of my grails, but like having him in hand and like trying to pose him around and do the articulation is like, I don't know what's going on. It feels a little off. I know it's an older figure, so that probably makes more sense. I'm more attuned to the newer Revoltechs and definitely like their newer designs and approaches to their figures now compared to before. So that could be a possibility of why I'm not really a big fan of the way that they are, the way that they have manufactured and designed this figure. But anyways, let's get into the accessories, because I believe they covered all of articulation, which is pretty decent articulation if you ask me. So he comes with these two of these fire effects that you can put around the swords. These are the swords, and I believe they slot in somehow, some way. I think I had the wrong sword. No, I don't, maybe oh, like this. So that's pretty cool. Gives it that extended fire effect. Not really sure where that's from, but he comes with two of the swords, two of the effects. Comes with the normal sword or blade, katana, whatever we call it. Comes with a rifle, so that's nice. Just a black rifle, literally no detail. Nothing on it is just painted straight black. Nothing on it is designed, no silver dots, no weathering, just black, right? Which is okay, I guess. This figure does already come with a lot. Again, straight black, nothing crazy. I do like the design of the weapons. The design looks really nice, but it's really like no detail to it. That's I don't want to say disappointing, but not amazing. I believe this is the slot piece that belongs here on his back somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. This is for his sword, but then like I don't know where it goes, so I'll have to figure that out. And then it comes with this piece. I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is part of his sword. Okay. So this is the holster for both of the swords, of the gold swords. You put both of the gold swords in here. That's actually pretty nice. And I'm assuming that attaches to this black peg right here. So you just plug it in like that. Pretty cool. That's actually really nice. He has a lot of like very technical accessories. He has this not baton, but staff, bow staff, I guess, made out of metal, which looks pretty good. And then he comes with another of that sword that we saw earlier. So two of those swords as well. Really nice set of accessories here for Deathstroke. Gives him a lot to work with in terms of ways to torture Dick Grayson. Then we have this head sculpt here. Skin looking a little orange there, but pretty decent head sculpt all around. Like the expression, like the sculpting on it. Of course, they're going to look a little anime-ish, but I think it looks pretty nice. Got the scar here, the eye patch. So pretty good head sculpt for a Deathstroke, and I think like one of the only head sculpts we have for him for 112. I think this is like one of the only 112 figures we have aside from the what is it, Mezco? There's a Mezco. So his hands, where are his hands? His hands are on the bottom down here. Yeah, he only comes with 2 extra pairs of hands. So it's the open hands, 2 open hands, and 2 gripping hands, which would be for the gun. I'm assuming he's holding the swords. Well, in the box images, he holds it with the open hand here, but he also uses the gripping hand. He's holding it with that hand for the sword. Also here as well, holding it with the shooting hand for the bow staff or the baton, whatever you want to call it. So just 2 pairs of hands. I'm not sure what this is for either, but not that great in terms of hands, right? But now that we covered accessories, let's get into a size comparison. So of course I've been joking around a lot about how Deathstroke likes Dick Grayson so much. So on the left I put Nightwing, on the right I put the Mezco Robin, which is actually Damian Wayne, but of course there aren't many Robins available right now, so I decided to go with this one. This is my main Robin right now because I don't have the Mezco Dick Grayson Robin, and I also don't have the 2-pack Robin from Aphex. So here's Nightwing and Mezco Robin for you next to Deathstroke. I was going to do Batman, but Deathstroke's so obsessed with Robin that I decided to go with this lineup here for you. As you can see, he is pretty big. He's taller than both of them. Taller than the Mafex Nightwing. And Mafexes are pretty tall, so really interesting comparison here to see. And he's an absolute unit. If you look at him, he looks like he's ready to take on my whole collection all at once. So he's looking like a menace. And I really like that. He looks great. Just some minor gripes that I have with him, but just personal preferences. Really liking this figure. Looks amazing. Now let's move on to the final thoughts. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what my expectations were for this figure. I think it's nice. I think it's a good Deathstroke figure for sure. I think it might be the best and the definitive Deathstroke figure. And I think it's an amazing figure. I think it's great. I just have some issues with it. It has an incredible balance. I was holding Nightwing in his on his right shoulder. He was holding Nightwing on his shoulder while standing still in place. Incredible balance, unlike the Hinata that I recently reviewed. He's a great figure again, like I said. Presentation, aesthetically. Articulation is great too, don't get me wrong. I just feel like there's just certain parts that you maneuver that are kind of tedious. You know? It's not like the Red Hood where it's like everything flows and everything is like manufactured. Like, I don't know, what the design is so much simpler on the Red Hood. The only problem with the Red Hood is really the knees coming off, but like everything else is like a simple, sleek design. This guy has a lot of pieces to him. Shoulder pads, then he has the arms that like drop down and go up, and then he has like a neck piece, and then he has a another neck piece on the bottom, and then his head isn't a full head. It's actually just like a mask that's like half of a face. So it's not like a helmet, it's more of like an actual mask. So again, a great figure. I have my gripes with it. Minor complaints, nothing too crazy. He's an amazing figure. I like him, like I said. I would recommend him, especially if you like DC and you need some DC villains. I love the accessories that he comes with. So much variety there. 2 pairs of, like 2 sets of 2 separate swords. Ones that you can add flames to them. And then I also have the bonus piece with the burning eye. So a lot of great poses you can get out of this guy. A lot of great, like I said, action poses you can do. Just full package here. You don't have to buy a bonus pack. You don't have to buy a bonus piece to get weapons or anything. He comes with everything that you need. And I think that's what's really good about this Deathstroke is that he comes with the full package. This is a full-fledged Deathstroke figure that does not need anything from any other accessory pack. Maybe could have had a couple more hands. That's one of the other complaints I would have given. Way too little hands. 2 pairs of hands is way too little for the amount of accessories he comes with. But then again, everything works well. He can hold everything in those 2 pairs of hands, and everything is great. I really like this figure. I have my gripes with it, like I said. I do recommend him, and I think this is a solid pickup for anybody who likes DC, Deathstroke, or the Justice League and needs some villains. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys like this review, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.